Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Good quality, good price.
Would you like me to relay your message?
Can you wait a little moment? She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibilities. Before meeting you, she must make the...
I don't think I can ever get used to this. It's a pleasure to see you all here today. Collating casualties and losses. Dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Submitting battle reports. Generalship is no trifling matter. How could I be enjoying myself?
I think she's enjoying herself.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to
Of course not. On the contrary. I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as Acting General of the Law.
Ooh, all those benefits that the General promised.
Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Lawfu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the...
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank you, Master.
Oh, wow. Nothing tangible then?
Now that thanks have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you.
Seriously? Thanking us like...
It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. So, where... It appears that Vantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou, few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting. The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a re-evaluation. When the Ambrosial Arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those with presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. They succeeded all right. But why would Fantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? The Stellaron Hunters. We know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio. That prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Lawfu. The Stellaron Hunters walked right into... Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou... that we may. For example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for this...
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be...
Jingyuan has committed quite a few violations this... Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to... Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven... It was all so chaotic. When the Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan, she took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Tingyun... I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion operate, as for how matters are handled with regards to Tingyun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian ken.
I understand.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. It's getting late. if you need me.
Oh, well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way. No way! Everything good has come our way. It may seem like the Stellaron hunters are controlling everything, but we create our own future. Since showing up, we've saved a lot of people and averted disaster for the whole Actually, I was wondering, the Matrix of Prescience has amazing powers and can iterate and reiterate Kafka's past. I was shy. Talking when you're free, let's go hit up the divination committee.
Things have come to a close for now. The Master Diviner asked us to pass on this item of Ting Yun's. I'll go to the
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
This year they only exported 1.5 million.
I see. Please extend my
I will. Our condolences. You have guests. I shall take my leave.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission.
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss...
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct. Ting Yun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, and Ting Yun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened?
Madame Yukong.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept. Thank you for bringing Ting Yun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, a funeral. You see, ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value. Countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. It's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort. It's also my way of saying farewell to Ting Yun. I know, I'm selfish. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Ting Yun. I Can still hardly believe it. I'll use my own method. I'd like to ask you all to witness this event. I've instructed Yen Ming to sort through Ting Yun's belongings.
Leave this to us. We'll...
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this.
You always did say that I like to gossip. And here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off. Oh. It's you.
We're here to help sort out Miss Ting Yun's things.
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Okay, let's see what there is. An Amy Cassiter's seal, a small box. Looks like some kind of antique.
Oh, Ting Yun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from...
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yen Ming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yen Ming, it's...
I remember asking her for one at the time. Ting Yun and I were from different guilds. We were competitive. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among the rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. Oh, I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought Ting Yun would leave something behind for me that was so sincere. If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly...
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, could there be other things similar to what Yen Ming got?
There's nothing else. It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. This...
I can't cook to save my life, but I've never seen Miss Ting Yun use anything like that to defend herself. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room alley? This bow. It's a good bow. It could... Alright, just kidding. Just try... Do you know where we're supposed to...
Hassle-free chartering. High-end barge. The best choice for galactic commerce.
The Sleepless Earl.
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. Oh! This is the tea, Miss Ting Yun. When I took over this tea house from my parents, famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or Vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia. And Miss Ting Yun came to the tea house one day and heard about my troubles. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never...
We found this box of seeds among...
Thank you. All of you. I think... Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety, seeing as Ting Yun won't be able to try it.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
The Wafu is famous for its mung. Oh, how's it going? Did you take... Isn't that the place on Aurum Alley over in Exalting Sanctum? It's the main commercial street in the Exalting Sanctum. Well, the tourists fresh off the Starskiff always head to Starwatcher Avenue in Starskiff Haven. It's one of those bustling tourist streets. Whenever I'm tired of Celestial Jade or slacking off, I head over for...
Spices Supreme! Check.
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. Something from... Oh, what a when she first ate here, I told her my motto, you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how sharp it is. Miss Tingyun is too kind. Who among the Aurum Alley vendors hasn't been spoiled by the generosity of Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Tingyun? The monster you mentioned, where did... Forget it. Matters like these are beyond the control and understanding of a... It was our chili oil beef offal stew that first attracted Miss Tingyun to our restaurant.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Tingyun intended to...
What brings you here? This bow. Did Tingyun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. I hid away in the Skyfaring Commission and buried myself in work, never wanting to see the sky again. Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Tingyun, on the other hand, was a born merchant. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield. But in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Tingyun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity. I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me. Those willing... The Star Skiff is ready for the ceremony now. Everyone?
Wait! Wait for me! Miss Tingyun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
Yanming, what is it that...
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Tingyun gifted others in the past, but I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Tingyun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but we spent much of our lives out among the stars. For her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
Out of all this stuff we've got...
Thank you for everything you've done for the Skyfaring Commission and the Law Fu.
This time, we needn't compete.
This is a gift from Miss Yensui on behalf of all the restaurants on our... This is the tea that Meng Ming has made.
The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Tingyun. I will seek out the truth. It is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your...
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
General, the ceremony is finished.
Not yet. I have things at... My apologies, I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yet, before you leave the Law Fu, there...
2 gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him?
Please, let us reconvene.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Good quality, good price. Hassle-free chartering. High-end barge. The best...
What is your purpose for...
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Law. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Law Fu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Law Fu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus, a symbol. Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath. The same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Law Fu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is no matter how astronomically distant you are, the Law Fu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid.
Wow, now that...
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Yep, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
Thank you for your generosity,
Dan Heng.
General.
In accordance with the edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve...
Nice!
But I must remind you that the crimes of Dongfeng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scalegore, while I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for a line or two of poetry. The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. Eh?
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gate's reopening. She was also asking after you, Danheng.
She must have been worried.
Himiko must be eager to hear about what we've been- hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring... I've got goldfish memory. We haven't had a chance to say...
Fine, fine. Danheng and I will go...
Don't worry, mister.
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate.
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. Yeah, you're back. Himiko and I were just discussing this little excursion has reached its conclusion.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stand.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Yes, no more Stellaron Hunter interruptions. It's time to get our original plan back on track. Our next stop is Penacony, remember? The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so when the conductor is ready, we can set...
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Cienjo, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement, abomination of Yaoshi?
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Jingwen. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Cienjo to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.